Alright, welcome back everyone. Here we are after 6 days of building. Got at least most of our form in place. A bunch of little pieces, and we're hopefully be able to get this thing mounted on to make our little clamshell situation going tonight. I'm still not super sure about this, but I'll figure it out as we go along, I hope. It's going to be a challenge, no doubt. But if you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. You get to see all my successes and all my failures, how I hopefully fix those inevitable failures as they come up. Upload daily and just try and have a good time. We're not solving the world's problems, we're just building silly little models, having a bit of fun. If you see any kits or builds or sets you want me to take a shot at, feel free to drop in the comments. I'm always looking to add onto my list, and since I've got the most intelligent audience on YouTube, I know y'all provide me with nothing but the best of options. That being said, we're ready to jump in here and get going. Trying to decide what to do first. I think I'm gonna actually put the top on this one before I get going too far. That's gonna give us a little more stability. It's that center part's pretty stable, but this will really lock everything down. That I think it's got a little flex in it. You can't really tell it. And it's like you see on there, it's not exactly straight. I think it's within tolerance based on the dashed lines they gave us down here. I'm hoping it is, but I think lay it on the side. Okay, I've got a little excess hanging over the edge that way. So this is the side I want to make sure I'm flush on with where the hinges go. So I'm going to mount it like this, and I'll actually, I think I'll be all right, because this was actually a little bit. I had to put shims in on this side anyway, so this may work out. Just thinking out loud here. Yeah, this may work out, because I did have to put those shims in on that other side to make it fit, make it flush with the back. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to be okay on this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll just use the old super glue pen, because that's provide enough. Make sure I'm on the right side, get the bubble to pop out of there. And just spread it as it comes out. And get back on. And let me actually use my square. In there. Right over. Down. Make sure everybody's in nice and tight. It wasn't. Neither one of them is. Okay, got a little bit of a bow in there, so maybe that'll. I didn't. Okay, that's not working to my satisfaction. That off. Okay. What's going on here? This is okay. We're going in there a little bit. I wasn't able to push this in. Okay, so I need something here to push against. Make sure it goes all the way in. A little extra spacer. It should be wider. Okay, so I'll wedge that in there. Just in there. I still gotta. Still got that issue there with the pulling it in straight. Okay, so I'm looking at. Okay, that seems. Okay. And when I do that, it gets flush over here. So it was that we got a little bow in bend in this piece of wood here is our culprit. Okay, so I'm not going to try to get out my nozzles with precision. Get a little bit better distribution of the glue this way, I believe. And here, wedged all the way over there. I just need one extra hand. And all the way over, all the way in, down. Alright. A little bit of pressure. Yeah, it's still not going all the way over. Where'd my little clamp go? That glue should be enough to hold it in, get it situated. Side looking. And over here, it is nice and square on this edge now. So I got just a tiny little offset there, but I think that's okay. Hopefully the glue, and it is nice and flush. That should have been enough pressure with that glue by now to lock in. Feels like it. Well, or maybe not. Well, okay, I'm going to go back on straight onto the wood. Okay, with that in there, I think I'm going to edge it apart a little bit and just slide some in while I got it up. One more hand over here, I think. Just there. Up to even. Pressure there. Grab. There it went. Okay. It looks like it's pretty close there. And everything mounted in. Okay. A little more drama than I was really wanting. And I still haven't even got to the part that I'm worried about, because I don't know. Okay, so the only way I can figure out to make sure I get my sides on right is to have it mounted onto the, like I say, the clamshell situation. And I'm not sure even then. But while I'm waiting on that, give that a little extra time to dry, I'm going to slap this last little piece in on our floor right there. Let me see which way it goes. 'Cause I'm 2 pages behind. No, I'm not. It goes like that, I think. So in right there. It's going against the side wall, onto our floor, and against the back wall, all 3. So, well, I guess I'm just going to try and put some super glue on that edge and sort of wedge it in appropriately. It's the only thing I can think of, because this is way too delicate for me. I was going to add more on, but that's where that sentence ends. It's way too delicate for me. I think I did that wrong, but I'm going to own it right now. And it didn't stick. Still didn't stick. Okay. I think I did it wrong anyway. I think it's supposed to go that way. So, move purchase against that wall, or the glue already used up. Glue's already used up. Okay. New plan. Gonna add my glue. On the floor here. Just stick it down there. I think that's about the only solution I can come up with to pressure on there. That's staying in place. Not pretty, but it's in there. And now I spent more than enough time on that other piece, so let's see if everything stay in place with the clamps not on. This one looks like it. Like I say, I just missed a shade right there, but it's still good shape. Now I've got my spacers on there, so this is going to be what I'm going for. Let me put this down here. Oh yeah, I've got 2 layers there. Okay, put both of them down there then. That's about what that we're dealing with. Still not loving this. It's not. Okay, so lined up hinges. Okay, let's do. Okay. Need some more clamping, I think, here. You're in there, you're in there. Clamp them together this way, maybe. Facing the same way, hopefully. Okay. How does that go down? Actually, that'll work. Okay, so I'm getting a little contact there. It's not real happy with that. This side seems to be good. This side a little off, but I think it'll be all right. That's going to be on top of it. And it won't go in with those shims in place. Okay. But even if it wouldn't go, it wouldn't work with the shims, and it wouldn't work if they were in the recesses. That's right. Because I tried that last night and it was rubbing. Okay. So appear to be. Wedge up here. So I think. Okay, so. Okay, thinking here. Put my glue underneath my hinges. And now these, I was about to say clamp them in with these, but I got that wall in the middle, so I can't reach across there. Okay. Well, all I knew at this point to do is just let it fly and see what happens. I don't know. I've got my doubts about whether it'll work or not, but we're at the point now where there's no turning back. Can I line it? See, that's the fact that that's not sticking down. Not yet. Some alignment was off. Okay, now I moved it just a hair, and it's a little better now. They're in their recesses they're supposed to be in. These don't feel. I guess I should make sure that these are level. Yeah. Top and bottom, the inside. That feels about right. Now I'm back to where it won't. It's not sticking down. It's still lifting up there, and I can't. It doesn't. There's some alignment off here. Okay, so just not some trash in there sticking it up. Maybe, hopefully, it'd be nice if that was it. So work it out a little bit and make sure those hinges. It looks like might be a little glue residue in there. Okay, so I guess still not. Okay, so I think it's just going to be a matter of putting the glue on, trying to position it just right, and then clamping it, hopefully. So, like I said, I'm out of ideas. I can't sit around forever. So let's just throw a bit of glue on there. There are little recesses. need to make sure the glue's all the way over the edge because these do not reach. So let's make sure. Okay. Use you in. Every time I breathe, it pushes that out of alignment. Okay, they're in. Now they're out. Or one of them's out. Now, find a way to hold it steady enough. Okay, so let's throw some more glue on and get this plate in place. Maybe that'll hold them down or something. Like that. There. Okay, so that's put the clamps on right on top of the hinges. That should push that into the should hold them in. So they are in place in there. Hopefully I'm going to be able to get these spacers out when it's all said and done. And a little bit more against those spacers. Okay. That's as much surface area as I'm going to be able to give it. Looks pretty level across the top and bottom, so that's what you want to see. And I think, since that's not, that glue dries pretty quick, but it's not fast drying glue. I want to give it at least a good hour or so before I try and manipulate it any. So I'm going to set that down like this, and just set it aside. Because we still got one more side to put the other side on. I think I'll have to shim that up, but that'll be tomorrow's job. And right now, I think I'll finish our super glue up for the night. I think. And we get to do some work on our lights. Next, hopefully, reasonable amount of time. I did dig out a battery for it. It wasn't included on this set, and they do all light up. So that's what you want. But they get them untangled and get them out without any kinks in them. Okay, get them straight. We got all these guys. And like I said, there's one single light here, and then all these guys. So there's, according to the book, 12 in total. So it's 11 total, 1 and 10. And we're supposed to take, I lost it. I had it right there a minute ago. the paper twine. I hit it. I'll hit it for myself. Put something on top of it. This stuff, and we're supposed to cut 4 6-centimeter sections, and I'm assuming 6 centimeters in between each light, because they do have a double check it, make sure they're not lying to me. No, it's only 5 centimeters between each light. Why are we doing 6 centimeters? Okay, we're just wrapping it. Okay. Okay. It says 6 centimeters, so I'll do 6 centimeters. I'm having trouble seeing tonight because I took my contacts out, so I'm using my glasses and these things for seeing, so I have to go up and down and up and down, and it's a different challenge. Oh, 6 centimeters is right there. Track where my everything is too. Okay, so yep. Now I got one, so I can just do this on the rest of them. 2. Definitely have to talk about my doctor about getting some bifocals this time around. Okay, so 4 of those, and supposed to unwrap them. They say deploy them. I know one of those things I'm not really looking forward to doing, but maybe it won't be as bad as I think. Supposedly, I don't know why they wouldn't just give us some paper for this rather than doing it this way. I want us to unwrap it and just flatten it out. Let's see. Okay. If I can get it unwrapped, it should all unwrap pretty easily, I think. Let's find a couple of corners and pull. Or not. Okay, there we go. Can't get a grip on the edges. Okay. If I can get one of these done, I'm gonna be happy with that. Yeah, and tore there. Yeah. Let's see. I think I'm about to give up on this. I'm trying to figure something else out. Because I don't want to do this 6, 7 more times. Yeah, that's okay. Gotta find a better option for this. Okay, looking around the room, what have I got? It's a little bit thicker, but I think I'm going to make it work with this. I just don't have the patience for that. Basically, we're just supposed to wrap between 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 8 of them get wraps. So let me something different. Pin. Already established for 5 centimeters, so just gonna go 4 3/4. Ish. And a little. That's gonna be more than enough for what I'm gonna need. Maybe a little too thick, but still think it's easier than trying to work with that other stuff. Hold it nice and tight. No tear, not worry about it. I'm just going to make extra. Okay. And start there. Do just a proof of concept here, not. Yeah, I don't like that either. Get them bent in half here, I see. Roll. Okay, let's see how that looks. On there. Yeah, it's not gonna. The wire's not gonna cooperate with me on this one, I don't think. Okay, I'm not feeling that either. Okay. I think I'm going to buy some more supplies. Because they make that wrap for plants. For making artificial flowers, they got that stretchy green tape. I think they make some brown. If not, I'll have green instead of brown. That's sort of my. I think it's going to be where I'm going to end up on that. I just don't have the patience for the dexterity to make this work like I was planning, and I definitely don't have the patience or dexterity to do it like they were saying. So I'm either going to buy, like I say, I'll buy some of that plant tape, or just plain masking tape and paint it brown. That might be the easiest thing to do. Just get some plain white masking tape and cover it up. All my masking tape right now is like orange and blue, so I don't have any of the white stuff, which would be ideal for that. But I will run by the craft section tomorrow and see what they have. And anything else I can do right quick, I might get a little bit more. Yesterday was a pretty long video, so maybe not. Maybe I gotta stop there. Is there any separate activities I can do? No, looks like everything else is pretty integral about having this part finished. and there's, oh, well, it does open. I didn't move anything out of the way there, did I? No, it's all stayed in. Okay, so what you got? Let's say some. So far, the glue, the hinges are staying in place, which is what you want to see. Very nice, nicely stir. I think that's going to work really good with those spacers in there. In all honesty, I think that they put those notches in. They shouldn't have had the notches on the outside piece, because if the hinges were out a little bit further, that would have been enough of a spacer for them to function. So I think I theorize that that's going to be but it would have worked better without the notches. Just have the hinges act as the spacers, so you could get the motion in. But I got that locked in place pretty good. Let's see if I can actually get those spacers out now. I'm not going to do anything else. Okay, that one cooperated. Alright. Okay, so that part worked pretty good. A nice uniform line there. Like I say, I'm not gonna undo anything at this point, so I'm gonna leave that sitting there. Well, I guess that's about as much damage as I can do tonight. Sort of anticlimactic to not get any further than that. I'm a little disappointed. I thought I'd at least get both sides on, but I didn't. Because I still gotta because it's got all that stuff's gotta be off. Cause, you know, like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put more shims in on this side to make it flush. So, as a matter of fact, I'm sure I am. You should be able to see that from. Yeah, you can see that right there. Both layers are showing there, so it's gonna take that extra layer in there to make it even out. Okay, so I've got to pick up some supplies before we do anything more. This one, like I say, I was worried about when I saw the order they did this. I was worried about how they had that spaced out, so, but we'll continue. We'll get it there. Okay, I'll stop babbling now. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share, do whatever you want to with all of that. Be good to one another, stay safe, and click on the link. There's my channel over there if you'd like to subscribe. There's my other channel up top. That's what YouTube thinks you should be watching, and that is the playlist for this whole build. I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll make more progress, hopefully.